Hello comrades, the Honey Badger here, this time with no guide, but an announcement. We almost finished all of the guides about this game, and it's finally time to kickstart a new series. I've posted quite a few polls how you guys would want things to go around in this series, and it seems like a Siberian challenge is out of the question. So we're gonna play on a general map. However, if you guys decide to tag along and play, then we didn't need a randomly generated map. Therefore, we have a handcrafted map by one and only Sirius Czech. Sirius is another content creator for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. The difference is that his videos are in the Czech language. You probably guessed it by his name. Well, for my viewers and the people that don't mind subtitle reading, I do encourage checking out his channel. I left it in the description of the video. Coming back to this map, I mentioned that it's handcrafted, and I really mean it. Why I'm stating this is because of this beauty over here. Basically, you got the Prague area over here. Apologies if I do mispronounce names. I'm not a Czech guy, I'm a Romanian, and there's differences between our languages, sadly. So, the Prague area over here, we have cathedrals, we have the height map properly set, we have beautiful buildings. Yes, some of these buildings are indeed modded, but who cares? We have the street view over here going directly to the Charles Bridge. Charles Bridge, I'll be honest, I haven't visited it. However, I did watch some honest guide reviews. There's basically a journalist going around Prague and giving a tour of all of the scams and all of the expensive restaurants and buildings around Prague. And what impressed me the most is the fact that under the Charles Bridge there are so many restaurants that they set very high prices over there. Basically, a simple small water bottle can cost up to 14 euros, which is crazy. And also, we've got the other side of Prague. Of course, the buildings over here are all modded, but we're not going to play with them. We're gonna play with the default vanilla settings. And as an added bonus, apart from the Prague area around here, we also have a multitude of small villages and towns sprinkled all around the area. They are not just randomly placed over here, it's a one-to-one representation of the real Czech area. Well, leaving aside the language barrier, we thought that it would be a great idea to start this challenge together. This is to see and compare our ways of building and thinking. I've seen some of his videos, and his city layouts, railways and roadways he creates not only mimics real life, but also look quite beautiful within the game context itself. We do have a few separate views in terms on how to start and the way we are building the stuff around here. I do have a blocky Factorio inspired build style where I view cities just blocks of ones and zeros to work for the great Soviet Republic, focusing fully on efficiency, and I'm going to build this stuff as we go. Basically, we allow ourselves to surprise with mistakes and mishaps that can happen during the build. Whilst Sirius, he's going to meticulously plan every single detail and create beautiful sceneries and connect all of these cities around Prague in order to achieve the same goal, create a great Soviet Republic. Now, both build styles are correct. This game is a sandbox in the end. There's no end goal. We need to make our own end goal. And yeah, our different build styles, our different end goals, will allow you to have the opportunity to see both progressions at the same time. In regards to the challenge itself, mix things up, we're going to have different starting locations. Starting off with Sirius's starting location. I know I'm gonna repeat starting more than once. Well, he will start with a medium customs house over here. Although there is a medium customs house, the advantage of this area is that he is starting with quite a few resources around the customs house themselves. We have a coal industry over here ready to be built. The iron is also nearby-ish relatively. He can actually use and build around the houses of the small towns together with connecting Prague itself to the area with absolutely no problems. Oil will be slightly away from his starting location. Uranium, or also there's very little uranium around here, but we don't need that much uranium to be profitable. And bauxite, the same, very little around the area. As for myself, I'm going to start from the south side of the map. My advantage is that I will have both a large customs house nearby and also a medium customs house nearby. That means 4 sets of rails. Moreover, I start with a very close bauxite mining area. Therefore, if I want, I can actually set up a bauxite mine around here and get some little profits from the area around here. Well, I won't cheese the game. I will be aware about the location of the bauxite, but I won't build anything until we don't research bauxite itself. Apart from this, all of other resources are quite far from us, and it will be quite interesting to see how we progress things. Therefore, I'll leave it to your imagination to see how I'm gonna tackle this area around here. In the regards to the difficulty settings, we're going to go with the maximum difficulty settings. The only issue over here is the day-night cycle. I'm gonna leave it as always day, so you guys have a better view. Let me know down in the comments if I should put it as a moving sun. Also, research currently is disabled just because I wanted to have access to see the resources across the map to make this video. We're gonna play with research enabled. Apart from this, yeah, everything on by the default hard stuff. And also, we're not going to play with loans. Therefore, only the starting money will be allowed. In regards to building, I'm not going to give any further spoilers on both areas. So I'll leave it to your imagination and curiosity. Moreover, Sirius will start the challenge tomorrow, whilst I will try to start it in around 2 days or so. I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna see how my kids behave and if I have time recording. Moreover, we're both going to post once every 2 days, which in reality it will net you 1 episode per day. Well, until next time, I'm the Honey Badger, and I'll see you guys later.